Canada's Treaty No. 5 was signed in 1875 with the Anishnaabe, Cree, and Cree nations in what is now northern Manitoba. It is one of the 11 numbered treaties between the Indigenous peoples north of the Medicine Line and the Dominion of Canada. Adhesions to the treaty were made in later years. The purpose of Treaty No. 5 was to yield up land to and ally with the British Dominion of Canada in exchange for hunting and fishing rights, annuity payments, education, and medical care. The treaty recognized the rights of the Indigenous nations to self-governance and helped establish provincial borders that are still in place today. This was a major step forward in the process of building trust between the Crown and Indigenous peoples. The purpose was to ensure that the Indigenous nations maintained their rights and cultures in their traditional territories. The treaty has also allowed the provinces to develop and expand their own economies and societies. It was an agreement to not interfere with each other. For example, the treaty contains the following paragraph.
And the undersigned chiefs, on their own behalf and on behalf of all other Indians inhabiting the tract within ceded, do hereby solemnly promise and engage to strictly observe this treaty, and also to conduct and behave themselves as good and loyal subjects of Her Majesty the Queen. They promise and engage that they will, in all respects, obey and abide by the law, and they will maintain peace and good order between each other, and also between themselves and other tribes of Indians, and between themselves and others of Her Majesty's subjects, whether Indians or whites, now inhabiting or hereafter to inhabit any part of the said ceded tracts, and that they will not molest the person or property of any inhabitant of such ceded tracts, or the property of Her Majesty the Queen, or interfere with or trouble any person passing or travelling through the said tracts, or any part thereof, and that they will aid and assist the officers of Her Majesty in bringing to justice and punishment any Indian offending against the stipulations of this treaty, or infringing the laws in force in the country so ceded.
Overall, Treaty No. 5 was an important step in the colonization process between the Crown and Indigenous peoples. This treaty is still significant today and will continue to be felt for generations to come.